with Pierre Gasly, Franco Colapinto. The Alpines not looking quick round here. Lance Stroll in the Aston Martin not having great pace, certainly on the balance of practice 3. Tsunoda was also 8th. Sorry. He'll be hoping for more. And Ollie Behrman, Fernando Alonso will want to find some speed. But otherwise, they're all lined up at the end of the pit lane. I say all, probably the half the field, and they've all switched the engines off.
Sao mày bị chết vậy?
Tao mới tự sát. Let's go.
Thank you for revive stage.
Nobody. Some nobody đã.
I'm back to green. Greeny, greeny, waka waka.
Trời ơi, cái lũ đạn.
Cái lũ đạn trời. Ủa? Quế đùa.
Bucket.
Sorry.
Tại là no slow bro, no slow fast bro.
Cái khẩu đùa gun này như yếu lắm không? Cái khẩu đùa gun như yếu đúng không?
Cái gì?
Cái khẩu đùa gun này.
Mạnh. Mạnh nhất game.
Bắn vào đầu mấy phát chết vậy? 10 phát chết. Đây là nó yếu cái lùn đúng không?
Mày biết gì yếu?
Khang mà.
Khang mấy phát rồi bán.
2 bạn.
Vậy sao?
Này smoke rank hả?
Nào. Có thể là hack.
Có stair kìa.
Dính làm gì rồi dính.
Trời ơi, bọn này cứ chạy vào đây.
City.
And that constructor's title is theirs, and this is Liam Lawson. We're on
Chết
board
nạt
with him.
bạn
He is waiting to get out. It's a brilliant job.
Cái đó. Oh my god, cậu này bắn sướng chứ.
Pole position. And this is absolutely not a track you want a slipstream.
Absolutely not, no. Okay, no. Absolutely no. No. Bing Mỏ Long, no.
Negative.
Sam Long. Okay. Why are you so stupid?
Sam Long. Mấy cái này tao mà arena đi.
Tao cũng đồng ý. Tao nứng lắm rồi.
Positive. Tao cũng vậy. Yes.
Why does that not break?
Slowing down, increasing his speed, and then attacking the pit lane entry. No further action by the stewards. For that, they decided it might have been aggressive.
Sụp tất cả mọi thứ chết hết rồi.
Đi bộ vào. Đủ, sợ chưa? Lo đừng làm.
Ôi, tao còn 1 máu rồi bro. Can we run back to B?
Stairs and jungle.
Can we go back to B? Let's go rotate. Easy peasy chicken molly.
Don't walk, run.
Run like a bitch. I'm running. I go first, I die, you clutch, okay?
Nào, không hiểu tiếng Anh.
What? Cha, chỉ không có chứ.
Đoàn bom shot vào lòng.
4 minutes into this qualifying one session, we welcome our viewers
Nó ra bất kỳ
on Sky Sports main event who've been enjoying the action of the WSL. Well, it's the action
kia
under
lắm.
floodlights now here in Marina Bay.
Còn mẹ luôn.
Short.
Finisher, brilliant in the last race. What can he do this evening? Very good middle centre for Carlos Sainz. 38
Last shot.
No,
Sao
hell
biết
no.
vậy?
My bad bro, my bad.
Sao em biết vậy?
Yeah, don't have to beat. They don't have to beat.
Igo
Lại
hả?
tao đâu vậy ta? Tao bắn vào đầu mà sao lại tao đâu vậy anh em?
Igo không mày.
Như chơi này kìa.
So mad, I'm so mad, I'm so mad. I'm going to smash everything in my room.
You've got to leave. You've got to get a time on the board.
They can only try their best.
You'll find they gain confidence then.
Lý Hảo phán xịt.
Gabriel Bortoletto, the rookie, who's out qualified his team over the last 7 races, goes now 4th fastest because Isaac Hadja, who's tipped for a Red Bull seat for next season and has been very impressive this
Oh.
year. Ahead of Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari.
Oversteer there from Lando Norris, but kept his foot in, spinning up the rear axle and takes the curve nicely, not too much of it. The wall comes up on the right-hand side.
No flank.
Now he just nails his final corner. Wow, that's a and eases open the steering and puts a quarter of a second.
I was about to say, often quarter of a second, you know, it's, could be a decent it's here tonight. Verstappen already flying time through the middle sector on his first flying.
Take Gobi.
Yeah. Let's go B, let's go B.
Lộn má mới nói chữ Gobi xong rồi lằn được.
Hết luôn.
Dialed in. 2.5 tenths now separating Verstappen and Norris at the top.
First blood to Verstappen. That's a marker. Again. We saw B-Bell there, that's great balance, changing for...
Come bro.
Ferrari's going up through the gearbox, he hits 7. And goes into the corner. Just final 2 corners coming up. Let's see.
Last market. Đừng biết mà.
Made a mistake in the middle sector and abandoned his first flying lap. He's coming to the garage. There. No time set for Piastri, and he's used a set of tyres that don't count for anything.
He's put himself under pressure.
Đâu mà từ đây, đâu mà từ đây, đâu mà
was just getting out of his way. Now it's wrecked his lap, hasn't wrecked his tyres, but basically because that car ran deep on the outside to get out of the way, he's been given a yellow flag. He's right, that's unfair. That's unfortunately the marshals are just doing their job specifically, and be a level of sort of common sense.
It's difficult, isn't it?
đang tích lũy to. Cái bùi rồi.
An incident and somebody just getting out of the way.
Drama already here in Singapore. Whilst Oscar Ollie Behrman on the front foot, rookie here, first time in Singapore for Ollie Behrman, and he's gone second fastest, ahead of Hamilton, ahead of Norris. Hamilton, a full-time pole sitter here, and just behind Max Verstappen, and ahead of George Russell, who puts in a lap to get in P3. That's a stonking lap there for Ollie Behrman.
It's incredible. It's the smallest team in Formula One, using the Ferrari power unit, and there it is at the moment.
Wasn't it here here this time last year. Nico Hulkenberg using a Ferrari power unit. That was the fastest of the Ferrari qualifiers. The pace as he tries to get out of the bottom five. Oscar Piastri's gone out again.
Hey. 1-2-3 đơn vị.
He has too much. He can't take any chances there.
That's bad news for Oscar Piastri. He won't claim his own at all there. Look, this is where the traffic slows down. Some coming in the pit, some trying to find a gap. But you're carrying incredible speed through that corner. And so pops it in to the top 10 for now.
So Colin Pinto up into 8th place. Esteban Ocon saying he's got a problem with his seatbelts, which you certainly don't want around here. 10 braking zones here, 4 of which are described as heavy. And we're on board with Lewis Hamilton. This is an absolute blur going through this section. Without doubt, my favourite part is to ride on board with the driver. And in fact, we're riding on board, Martin, not actually doing the driving.
Yeah, a lot of understeer that nearly took him into the wall just before he went on to the Anderson.
Terrorists win.
We go up against the wall again as with traction just in that final part. Ease to it. We used to turn right.
我操，把别人的小蜜蜂给搅了。
Show me.
包
I
的
don't。know what.
Okay.
Again, front end not really putting him over the piece of curb. He would
What are they saying? Yeah, what are they saying? What are they saying?
Sectors, but his teammate not finding a middle sector improvement. Although
Like, 我教你吗？
2 thousandths of a second shy of
So funny.
Tiếp tục chậm nhiên con người Trung Quốc.
Xí xịu.
well and about to go fastest. Let's have a little look as Leclerc
我爱你。
third fastest. But look,
我爱你妈。
3 thousandths of a second.
我爱你吗 What is that?
Piastri, we're on a lap with him. Antonelli.
Tôi yêu mẹ bạn đó. Một thằng hay cái thủng. À, chẳng như cái thằng giải tàu.
Sparking away as the aerodynamics compress the car and suspension and tyre sidewalls and it rubs along the ground at the higher speed and into the final. Oscar Piastri, this ought to get the job.
Down through the first 2 sectors, and that's where he ends.
Terrorists win.
아르.
Oscar Piastri
아르시마.
himself out of the bottom 5.
아오시마.
Look at the moment, P16 Esteban Ocon 131.2.
Tao mua đồ nè.
I.
U i a i u i a.
I'm low. Die, bro. Kill yourself.
Wow.
Dạ rồi trời.
Was good. That was good, but I like it.
Yeah.
Na 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 na.
I'm throwing a grenade. Throwing smoke. I'm throwing a flashback. Throwing fire. I'm throwing fire. Flashback. Smoke.
Inside.
Quá, tao không thấy luôn á. Mình nên chỉnh lại. Ủa mày để đồ họa gì ở kìa?
Siêu thấp.
Thật đó hả? Là kiểu mọi thứ nó mờ luôn đúng không? Ý là kiểu nhìn, ý là bọn này nhìn khó vãi luôn á.
Nhìn riết quen.
Ngày nãy anh chơi cái mặc cái skin tối thui à. Lara pick tao đéo thấy
Skin
luôn.
là lại thế.
Thật rồi.
Grenade out. Throwing fire.
Á gần lụi sụi luôn. Sụi lơ luôn à.
Đây,
Darn.
không có ở đó đâu, chết hết rồi.
Smoke. Throwing a flashbang. I'm throwing a flashbang.
Flash và đi đi. Đủ má mày thằng lộn này ngu quá. Thằng lộn ngu à. Lộn chích cháy kìa.
Chết cháy.
Phải cần chốt.
Yeah, you want to keep your eye in, you want to keep
Mày ốp đâu?
understanding where
Ốc ba lực.
Tao ra ốp mid rồi tao làm khang lên. Dễ chạy.
Flashbang.
Đủ.
Nice flash bro.
Throwing smoke. Throwing smoke.
Nè, na.
Flashbang.
Wow, đó để nè, cái bom đầu với
Grenade. Planted.
Bom.
bombing.
Bomb has been planted.
Ốc mid kìa. Na mid thiệt luôn à, tao vừa mới nhìn qua bên jungle xong. Connect kìa đó, connect.
And who has had a few knockouts in Q1 here in Singapore, 5 in his 6 visits to Singapore, and his sister Chloe watching on from the garage as Verstappen goes third fastest, and we now watch his teammate Yuki Tsunoda, who's 20th and plumb last at the moment, and boy does he need a good lap.
he does. And Red Bull need him to have a good lap. They definitely need him to get up there somehow and get in the championship battle to help Max Verstappen out. That's what Red Bull need him to do. But right now, he needs to get in the race.
Piastri, 6th fastest, 1:30.3. It was a pretty
Chào
average
mừng.
middle sector from Oscar Piastri, and not his best. So is that 1:33.3 going to be enough? Behind him, lots of green sectors, personal best, and now a yellow flag. We often get the Gasly at turn 11, and that might well throw a spanner in the works of those on a lap trying to improve their progress, and we can see Pierre Gasly up against the barriers. So if you're ahead of Gasly on the track, you'll be okay, you'll be able to finish your lap, but if you're coming up to Gasly, that's it, you're out of qualifying if you're
Wow,
in
what a
top 5.
shot. Well played.
Oh, is that a hydraulics?
Yeah.
Oh, that is bad news for Pierre Gasly.
That might be
Sao nó đếm chết?
as well,
Yeah.
or instead of there for Gasly.
Just die, please,
Russell finished
just
that. I
die.
think he was just ahead of Gasly.
Ủa?
And
Bắn
it's
một
gone
người
up
đấy.
against
Vans.
Piastri.
Don't
Looking
be-
okay now in seventh.
So, Tsunoda goes P10, pushes Colapinto into the bottom 5. Colapinto's out of qualifying. Bortoletto, Hulkenberg, Ocon and Gasly are still going, and I think they were ahead of
Might
Gasly.
get less.
Well, certainly Bortoletto and Hulkenberg were.
Were they? I can't see how they were. But anyway,
Well,
they showed that they've lifted the throttle a little bit.
Yeah.
They'll just about get away with it. Same for Tsunoda.
They put in personal bests in that middle sector. Is that still enough? Hulkenberg gets out of the bottom 5, pushes Lance Stroll out of qualifying. It's 6 and 7. Q1 knockouts for
What
him in
the
Singapore.
hell did he
After
say?
outqualifying Hulkenberg for the last 7 races, hasn't managed it here. He's out, only P16. Esteban Ocon will be next across the line. He might have had to slow too much. He did. He stays down in 19th place. So there's your bottom 5. Bortoletto, Stroll, Colapinto, Ocon and Gasly. That is Gasly's stranded car as he walks away. And it's Lewis Hamilton and George Russell setting the top 2 times after an incident-packed first part of qualifying. And this is what happened to Gasly.
Jump down, tunnel.
You can see he's just cruising at this stage.
Yeah, car's broken down, hasn't it? But he's still got his full dashboard. He's parked it
No, no,
near an exit
fine.
about 90 degrees to where it needs to be. That won't go down there very easily. But the session's over anyway.
That's is Lance Stroll getting a bit closer to the barriers than he would have wanted. It's another disappointing
Sợ
night
chạy
for
lại
him
luôn.
and for Colapinto too. He does out-qualify Pierre Gasly for the 3rd consecutive race, but he's out. Gasly's out, Ocon's out, Stroll's out, Bortoletto is out, and it's a British 1-2-3 at the end of Q1.
Activated. Grab a Macca's large combo to score a colour-changing Coke cup for only $2.
Sao bị bỏ ấy?
I want to go face mode too.
Bây giờ không?
Let's go, rush. No time.
New Zealand has a way of growing champions. There must be something in the soil. It's in the water.
Ba đi.
Or that we get to grow wild and free. And the best thing, there's a new crop every year. New Zealand's finest. If you could bottle it, you would.
Spring mega deals are on at No Leeming. Kenwood Quick Mix Go hand mixer, $69 each. This Dell Ryzen 5 Windows 11 notebook for $849. Grab a great deal on this Bosch freestanding dishwasher, only $1148. Finance options available, only at No Leeming.
There's a cheesy new way to have a Whopper at BK, and it's Puppy Butterfly Cartoon Unicorn level cheesy. Yep, full cheese. Scaring the puppy.
Trời ơi, nào flash vậy?
Cheesy
Ở
Whopper.
đâu?
Our cheese shouting
Hai
in the
cái đó.
stadium. Cheering from the couch.
Game time.
Supporting from the sausage sizzle. A super selection for super fans? You'll find it at the warehouse.
Này mới toàn.
Welcome to the unpredictable.
We are ready to go racing.
As this fascinating Formula One season continues. Live from Singapore, tomorrow, Sky Sport.
Chris.
So unbelievable. I just think that. Yeah, copy
Sao
that.
lại cắm cái bom đi vào chỗ lúa vậy ha?
Well, this is where it all went
Just
wrong.
shy bow, man.
Oh, it was on the
Just
approach
shy
to
bow.
turn 16 and 17. I'll just reload that one for you so you can get a look at it. So just basically understeers a bit, misses the apex in 16, and then that compromises hugely the exit of turn 17. So that explains the problems for Lance Stroll there. Disappointing, especially just at the end where you've only got that one chance with the track evolution that we have here. Another interesting one I thought was Yuki Tsunoda. Just about got through, but he had a yellow flag here in turn 10 to deal.
No check. Checkmate.
hearing, he lifts off much earlier than usual. So
Okay,
we'll
what the
maybe
way?
look into
Yay.
that, but I think he should be okay. And then we look at the yellow flag, the other yellow flag situation for poor old Oscar Piastri, who had to throw another set of tyres at this, because on the right-hand side, the Williams goes off the track like he saw to make room for him, and as he does, the yellow flags come out, and you can see on Oscar's dash here, the yellow bar telling him already that there are yellows because of the car going off the track, having a moment. This is just really, I honestly don't know what I would have done if I'm a marshal. I understand why the yellow comes out, but the logic is, like we all know as racers watching this, Oscar shouldn't surely be having to lift off for that kind of moment. Flag compromising that situation. So that's another one to look out for in the next round coming up in qualifying. Over to you.
Thanks, Sam. Pretty frustrating, that is for sure. Let's go to the Aston Martin. It's going to be delayed. We've got time to speak to the CEO and team principal, Andy Cow. Andy, really good to talk to you tonight. Sadly, for 12th time this season, Lance is out in Q1, and he said everything goes bad. So what went bad for him in Q1?
Hi, Crofty. It's the third sector, as I think Ant was showing, looking at the coverage. Entry to 16 and then exit of 17. Both Fernando and Lance lost 2-3 tenths there. So, yeah, frustrating.
Andy, the car looked so good yesterday, particularly with this downforce that we know worked well for you in Hungary, for example. How do we explain to the fans why you sort of slipped back down the field when it looked so good?
I think, you know, everybody else pushes and improves. We've made setup changes to push and improve, and then, you know, as you know, it's down to one single lap in qualifying, and it looks like we've lost out in one 16-17.
Fact that they need to recover that Alpine car, and the yellow flag checks, we're being told, by the FIA as well. And Hamilton, Russell and Norris, the top three after the end of Q1. Mentioned Lewis Hamilton, 4-time pole sitter here. He's got an incredible rest in Singapore. After qualifying in the top 5 for all 15 Singapore Grand Prix ever held. Horses for courses, they say, Ted Kravitz. It's the
don't let me to lock
horses
it.
for courses
Shit.
for Lewis Hamilton here this year.
Yes, I'm trying to think of some kind of link to Williams.
But he hasn't driven for Williams.
I can't really do some sort of horse equine related pun to a Williams, so I'm just going to tell you about them.
Oh, trot on
very
then,
Trot,
No,
very good.
man,
Bit of a difficult qualifying so far. Don't say it too loudly. Carlos Sainz only 11th. Alex Albon just missing out, just scraping into Q2 by a 10th. So
Best player is this
slightly, they actually have a slightly tougher weekend here than in Baku. But that is really, and they use 3 sets of tyres, I believe, according to my information. I saw them go out on new sets quite a lot.
Not good, not
so,
good.
Sergio Bortoleto, I've got to tell you also, is still sat in the car. They're just checking at Sauber that no one, such as Yuki Tsunoda, are going to get called up for a yellow flag infringement. There are a couple of other cars that Sauber believe sped under the yellow flag. But yeah, we're still waiting. Is it a barrier replacement we're waiting, or waiting for the Gasly car to be cleared away?
We have 3 minutes to go to the start of Q2. They've recovered the car, they've checked the yellow flag.
Yeah.
Coco, yeah.
In basically from the yellow flag situation. So and Hadjar too. Isaac Hadjar got through that using 1 new set of tyres. So he did very well too. He's sitting pretty tyre-wise, but we'd have to say Verstappen is now got the upper hand and able to go out and nail 4 brand new sets. That's 2 per session, if required, of the front runners.
Max Verstappen with the most amount of poles of any driver so far this season as well, 6 of them in 2025, and pole, of course, in the last 2 races. Now, up on our timing screens, we're told Bortoletto, Hulkenberg, Sonoda, Russell and Stroll have been noted for a yellow flag infringement. Anne pointed this out on the Sky pad, and we assume this is for did they or did they not lift off enough when the yellow flags came out for Pierre Gasly. Lance Stroll's been looked at, no further investigation on that one. He, of course, is already out for this qualifying session, but Sonoda and Bortoletto and Hulkenberg.
Can't do that now. It's so crucial.
I hate to say this could be a late night, so we know what the grid is then. Late night. .9 on this Saturday evening here, but that's going to take a bit of sorting out after the qualifying session.
Yeah, but some drivers, Tsunoda is through now.
Yeah.
Where was Russell? I think Russell was through anyway, wasn't he?
Yeah.
In the top 15, but Tsunoda went from last to 10th with that. He's now through into the next phase, and
Move it, son. Incendiary out. Throwing fire. Throwing fire. Grenade out. Flashbang. Laying down smoke. Deploying flashbang.
Take 5 or 10 minutes if we could to sort that out now.
and that's why they kept Bortoletto sitting in the car, just in case a driver got kicked out through yellow flag infringements. But they did, several cars did a better lap by going past that yellow flag and giving a merest.
Well, Simon and Jensen and Jamie will be downloading and debating the qualifying after the checkered flag has fallen, and we haven't got the results. Well, don't forget skysports.com/F1 for all your F1 news. We'll bring it to you as soon as we possibly can if we've gone off air here in Singapore. We have a green light, and there are some of you watching at home watching our coverage, or if your mates lock in you get a very fine video message there straight from the mobile phone. Either way, and now we're saying Q2 will start at 21:32, so they've delayed it for an extra minute, even after saying green light pit exit open about half a minute ago.
The cars will tick over quite nicely down at the end of the pit lane, but Max wants to, they're resetting the lights at the moment, but Max wants to get out there on this occasion and get the time down.
Right, here we go then. Out of the pit lane comes Max Verstappen. So the stewards will be looking at those drivers after the session from that yellow.
Sếp. Bing, 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 bing.